We should be back. It froze for a second because OBS did its freezing for a second thing, which it likes doing occasionally. I was going to say, though, is it good there? Yeah, I know it froze there, but it should be back. Is all good, Captain? I was going to say, is there any bars left? Or are we good to get started? I thank you guys for being patient with this, by the way. Oh my. No one's replying to the question. Is there any bars at the bottom still, or is it good? Okay, I'll go beside small font. Alright, well it's a little bit bigger now, so at least I can read it. Okay, so we've messed around with the font, so we were able to read it. Let's see. There's a letter on my desk. I should read it. If you say so. I'm gonna still look around at everything, being me, though. Oh, there is a letter there, isn't there? Ah, the line isn't that bad, all things considered. Never mind, there's nothing to see over here. It's a very boring office, all things considered. But hey, we can read our newspapers. This poker face wears makeup. That's what the newspaper says right there. Poker face wears makeup. News at 11. Alright. There's also a gun here, but obviously we don't need that. It's funny, sister. Oh, it's from my sister. It's from my sister. Mary, for that discussion we had yesterday, but I haven't changed my mind. I know you would try to stop me at all costs, and for that reason I will already be gone by the time you read this letter. I have to do it, even if you don't agree with me. I'm a reporter and this is my job. People deserve to know what's happening. You're my older brother and I know you are just trying to keep me safe, but don't waste your time trying to stop me because I will never change my mind. Don't worry, really, I can take care of myself. I will come back sooner than you expect, and then everyone will know the truth about Nightmare. That is consuming your sister. Parts that we couldn't read because it's off screen. Darn well, I have to go to Blackwood immediately. So she's a news reporter and we're going after her. This reminds me of the basic plot of Fatal Frame. We're just staring very intently at this picture and I can't read the details about it. Nice music though. Postmaster Pratt confirmed. I'm assuming that he collects newspapers that his sister wrote. This would explain some things, I guess. Someone's asking why it reminds me of Fatal Frame. Because somebody goes into a mansion type area they're not supposed to while they're doing a, not report per se, but article on the place as an apprentice. Basically, a guy goes in writing a book about the place where they're in, then the brother goes in, and then the brother disappears, and then the sister goes after. Is that a chopped off leg? I think it's a chopped off leg of some sort of vegetable human. Looks like a root. Assuming those twisty, gnarly trees aren't cut down because no one gives a damn about the forest. The music's fading away. That must be we're almost done reading articles. I'm not sure if there's voice acting in this game, actually. No one's talked yet, though, so... BlackSoul. At that moment, somewhere near Blackwood... Ha, you know, Blackwood. That's a typical name to name a forest. Seems our main character who creepingly sort of resembles Michael Jackson. Or is this the sister? I can't tell. I think it's the sister because I'm pretty sure this character has breasts. Are those boobs? I can't tell. Anyways, let's go into this. We got a camera to work with. Now then, The path should be... Wow, it's a shaky cam when I slightly turn here. Okay, yeah, we found the forest trail. Okay, if we look over to... Oh, is this a splitting trail? I feel like this area... Oh, actually. That is... Pole, an object, a blocked way by wood. Also, if I press E, I look up at the sky, I guess. Good job. Still checking. I'm not sure if this is the brother or the sister, but we're going to live with it. Oh, never mind. We can walk this direction. It's a cinematic angle. It was a dark and rainy night, but still we went deeper and deeper into these woods. Our character is really tall. Like, that's what I'm paying attention to right now. Aren't they, like, sort of creepingly tall? The legs are really small compared to their body. I think it's the sister, too, at this point, but yeah. I wonder if we're going to control both the brother and the sister. I guess that'd be like a classic Resident Evil scenario. Well, here's some kind of gate. I guess we'll open it. That looks like a note right here, though. There's something here. A map. Someone very hastily scribbled it down, but I'll take it. Can I actually go this this direction? Yes, I can. Actually, I'm gonna check this big old gate one more time. It's locked. I expected as such. But hey, if I've learned anything from horror works, there has to be some way to break inside this place, right? I'm ready to wrap my head around some puzzles and survive with limited supplies and do all that fun stuff that the old horror games do. Where are these things kind of sticking out? Tree branches? I guess it's supposed to be tree branches. I'm gonna keep them running anyway, though. Ah, you know, your casual valve for no reason in the middle of nowhere. A crank. It's stuck. Well, let's get to cranking then. That should be an official term for any old survival horror game that involves cranks. Let's see. Nothing over that riverside area. I'm gonna walk this direction still. We don't like cinematic rain. I can't see or spot anything. Actually, it looks like it's incredibly useful at least. Wait, is this a path? I think I found the path. We know this is that big tree I ran into earlier. Yep, there's the valve. Alright, so this path seems to in fact be a dead end. A small lake. I'm gonna click the mouse button more to interact with things. I mean, never mind, I guess we can't even possibly pass through that. Crank it up to 11. Here's... That's a big tree, though. You're not gonna comment on how abnormally large that tree is compared to all the other trees? I guess that tree's also normally large, so never mind me, never mind. Camera angle change, that makes me feel like I'm missing something important. Alright. We have a crank, that's stuck. That's cool enough, I suppose. Backwards, let's head back to the gates. I don't think we're going to find much around these parts. Until we get back to the big gate at the front, so we already have some sort of puzzle to try and solve. It's probably not very complicated, it's the first puzzle in the game, but gate's here. It's locked immediately. Is it back the way I came? Maybe? No? I didn't really check much back here, to be honest, though. So let's find out. La-di-da-da. I'm thinking... I don't think it's going to be back here. I honestly don't. But then again, it might be. Old horror games typically have you running back and forth between places, so what do I know? Maybe there's some... Wait, maybe I need to look at my... Maybe there's something in my inventory that... You know what? You know what? That could be it. I have a prediction. I'm going to first run all the way backwards. Once I do this, I don't think it's going to work. I'm going to try something. How'd she even end up here? It's like, there's no path here. She just started here and started walking. Whatever logic the game may throw at us. My prediction, I'm gonna look at my inventory. Oh, never mind, I've got nothing in my inventory. Nothing to... Oh, I do have items to equip. I have a small med kit, a big med kit. I actually have these. I have 0 of these. Antidote, an ammunition, and a flashlight. Documents. Maybe this map will help me. Map of the cemetery. Would I like to read it, please? Okay, so there's a cemetery nearby, and it looks kind of complicated. You are here scenario. That's a lot of things. There's a broken chapel up ahead. A little bit of either pits or hedges in the way. A lot of different crypts, but I don't exactly know which direction I'm coming from with this. If only I knew where I was in comparison to the actual crypt. However, though, unfortunately, that deconfirms what my hope was. My honest hope was that I had my inventory to interact with the crank. But maybe there's just a path I'm missing. Let's see. I'm assuming that there's probably some place that we should be heading towards this direction. If the gate is locked and the crank is stuck, there must be some other path. Oh, yep, over here there's another path. I should have figured. I should have goddamn figured. Well, I'll have to remember to look out for things like that in the future. Is that path? Probably not. Actually, it is a path. Over here we find some form of gate. Interact with it. It's locked. Fancy. She has a lot of stamina for running around in the cold of night and rain and everything. But we found our fucking grave site, by the way. Just kind of skipping over to see if there's anything on the side, which there was. A box of gun bullets. I'm happy that they even have gun written on them, because little did I know bullets were for guns. Alright, let's check about. There's nothing on the other side. This is our stop. All aboard. Entry inside the creepy old house. All the gates are locked, but the house is wide open. Here we are. We have entered inside into the house. Our shadow looks almost as black as our outfit does. Does this shadow make me look weird? Gotta poke about. I have never been shooting in real life. Someone's asking if I've ever been shooting before. Ooh, interesting angle. Weird lighting though. Is that hair or a bird? Oh, it's a bird cage. A bird cage. That's indeed a bird cage, but are there any birds inside? Just gonna check around a little for objects. A wooden library. Seems eerie enough. About outside the window. A lot of handprints on the wall. I guess they just went crazy with decorating when they painted this place. Oh, there's an object right there. I see it. It's like a twisted screwdriver. Oh, it's a handle. Guess what crank that's probably for. Creepy music. We're not gonna be able to pick that up. Can I read these books over here? A wooden library. Cool. Whoever did the music for this game didn't do a bad job at all. Lights on outside. BlackSoul. Looks like we're good to investigate. Now, I think I know where the crank handle goes, obviously, but I'm going to explore this house first before I decide to go back to that. Are those, like a health drink there? Yep, I was correct. Or an antidote. Good old Vulcan antidote. And what's right next to it? Nothing useful. Or at least she claims. It's over here. That's locked because reasons. They don't keep their front door locked, but they lock the door right there. I'm gonna explore this floor before I decide to go upstairs. Nothing useful. Alright. I'll take this. I can't open it. Something is stuck in the lock. Alright, so we can pick it out with something. Is that me walking? That's me walking, I think. If there's something suspicious under the carpet. Do you want to remove the carpet? Yes. Ah. There's a trapdoor under the carpet. Seems to have 4 locks or something on it. I need the knobs. Alright, it's a trapdoor with 4 knobs. Got it. To get to the basement. BlackSoul. So what? That's a bit early. Especially considering I don't have a gun. Do I have a gun? I'm pretty sure I don't have a gun. I don't have any formal weapons, so I should maybe look into finding one. She has no reaction to the fact there was a zombie in there, though. Let's go upstairs, maybe? I guess maybe the game assumed I'd go upstairs first, because it comes first. BlackSoul. Let's say every single time it pops up. This sounds tremendously... I know what song this was totally inspired by. This sounds tremendously like that Code Veronica song. I was commenting on it the other day when we played Code Veronica. That's used in a shit ton of RPG Maker games. I mean, it's not the exact same song, but it was obviously inspired by it. It sounds so much like it. I think people who have played Code Veronica know the song I'm talking about, know exactly what I'm referring to. Is there anything over here for me to pick up? Nothing useful. Got it. Check this door out. BlackSoul. Probably stop that eventually. Oh, save room theme sort of deal, I think. Let's check around here. Oh, is it a puzzle theme actually? Investigate these walls first and look at this. Help. Do you want the puzzle to be solved? No. What? This is a... Let's try and figure this out. Jupiter. So that's the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto's no longer a planet. Fuck. Okay. We have some ammo here though for a gun we don't have. Ah, actually that's a medical kit. Never mind. We're not gonna check that cabinet though. It looks very suspicious. It's like a map. Earth, Uranus, Venus, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, Jupiter, Mercury, Mars. So do we click Earth, Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter, and then what? I guess Mars maybe because it keeps on going to the right a little bit. I'm assuming that it's going to be Earth, Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars. 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 Let's try it. Earth? The Earth is stuck in its position. Really? I think I get it. I get it. I think I get this puzzle. Oh boy. Can I turn? Let's exit this. I understand the puzzle, I think, now that I messed around with that. Okay, Uranus is on the same track as Earth. Venus is to the left. Saturn is to the right. Pluto is there. How do I turn the camera there then? So Venus, Saturn. Okay, I think I understand this a bit more. So on the same track as Earth is Uranus. Seriously, how do I turn the camera here? You have to click the planets to make them move. So how do I turn this? Because I can't even see some of the planets here now. Like, I can't see Uranus anymore. Out of context. How do I can't even reach Pluto. I must be doing something wrong with the resolution in this game, because this doesn't seem right. If you guys don't mind me for a second, I'm going to change the resolution stuff for a second to see if it does anything. But if it doesn't, then we'll have to put it back, and that's going to be annoying. Oh. You guys can't see. Am I doing something wrong with the resolution in this game? Because this did actually make it viewable. It's going to have to mess around with this just for a second. Changing the resolution is actually making more of the puzzle viewable. It's kind of a problem for the game, actually. Messing around with the resolution stuff. I still can't see Pluto, though, of all things. Let me get Uranus into the right track here. I think I understand this puzzle, except I need to get Pluto out of place. Pluto, let's get you back here so I can see you when I get the resolution back. Alright, now I need to get the game's resolution back in the track. Alright, I don't think the resolution's right yet. But... I'm guessing there's bars to the left and right. I need to fix it. Can you guys help me a little bit with that again? Because I can't see what you guys see. Take it that you guys have no opinions on how to make this. I guess I'll look at my own thing for a second. See if I can fix it myself. I mean, is that good? Or is there like lines that I still need to fix on the sides? You guys tell me, because I don't fully... Oh, I messed that one up. Let me do something for a second, just to... Right, I'm going to do something for a moment. I think I see what was wrong in the first place. You guys are going to see a lot of, like, flashing for a moment. Trust me, in the end, this will be for the best. I got my resolution a little bit wrong. There we go, yeah, that's much better. That's why I couldn't see stuff earlier. So, position size, fits the screen. This should be good, right? Gonna reload the chat for a moment. Oh my, Zach. ID02, right and bottom. I had to refresh the chat to see everything, so shh. Yeah, it should be good. If there's any bars on the bottom or right hand side, just tell me. Okay, it's fine. Alright, I'm not gonna let the game solve the puzzle for me. But I think I know how this works anyway. Oh, I can hold my flashlight out and have a little flashlight party. Cool. Over here. So I think Uranus is on the same level as Earth. Venus, if we're looking at it like this, is that the left or the right? To be honest, I guess if that's Earth and that's Uranus, then Venus and Saturn will be here and there. So Venus should be on one side and Saturn should be on the other. Shouldn't Neptune be on the same level then? Yeah, okay, so let's start with the obvious. Venus and Saturn should be on two different sides of Earth. Venus is already on one side of Earth. Was it Saturn? Fuck, I already forgot the planet's name, which I need to do. I think it was Saturn, though. Solving the puzzles that lay in convoluted world. Yeah, it was Saturn. And Jupiter should be on the same level as Saturn. Got it. So let's move Saturn into position. Just to confirm with myself. Yeah, okay, so that's the same level. Which means that Saturn should be one before the 5 positions. And then that should be on the same thing, and on the same level as Saturn should be Jupiter. This might be the opposite way, but I'm going to definitely try. Alright, exit for a second. Now, next up. Alright, so then Neptune should be on this. Neptune and Mercury should be on the same level as Earth. So Neptune and Mercury on Earth. And then Pluto and Mars should be by themselves. So Neptune, Mercury, Earth, Pluto, Mars out. Neptune, Mercury, Earth, Pluto, Mars out. Neptune, Mercury, Earth. Let's see if I can do this. Neptune. There, Neptune. Neptune and Mercury. Neptune. And good old little Mercury. But Pluto and Mars should be out. That's not the solution. It could be vice versa or opposite world. Okay, so it could be opposite where I am at the moment. So then if this is correct, Venus should be moved over here. And everything else should be moved onto the other side. Actually, no, I think Mercury was on the same level as Uranus and Neptune, so this should be good to get back in the spot with Earth. Alright, so Venus should be here. Oh, did I move? I don't think I moved Pluto to the right place. Pluto and Mars should be 2-way, so I should move these over here, right? And now move Pluto into the right positioning. Pluto, why do you go so goddamn far? Pluto, what? No, Pluto, don't do this to me. It's bad enough you're already no longer a planet. Don't you betray my heart again. Wait, I can click it? Just barely, though. How the fuck do you click Pluto there, though? I think I'm going to have to change the resolution of the screen again. That annoys me somewhat. Okay. Let me see you, Pluto, so I can fix this in just a small bit. Pluto, you're so doing this on purpose to make my life a little more frustrating, aren't you? There you are, Pluto. That wasn't the solution either, though. That's actually honestly a bit surprising to me. Alright, I'm gonna move this so you guys can see the bottom again. Let's get the right resolution with it. The solution to get the perfect resolution, in my experience, is to use this form of MS Paint, then take the game, overlay it, and see if I can get it to fit perfectly here. That should be good. If there's any other lines, tell me. It's totally Pluto's Revenge because it's declassified as a planet. Maybe I'm thinking about this puzzle wrong. I feel like I am, but I'm not. So, Earth? Maybe... Yeah, maybe there's a little bit more to this. Earth and Uranus are definitely on the same level. Venus and Saturn. Venus looks like it's to the left. Saturn looks like it's to the right. So Venus to the left, Saturn to the right. Let me check to make sure, first of all, that's right. One must wrap their head around the puzzle. Venus. You're to the left. Saturn is to the right. Alright. So with Venus and Saturn there. Let's exit. It's from here where it gets a little bit trickier until where everything goes, doesn't go. According to this note, from Saturn, Neptune is one to the left. Would that just be back? Or does that mean like two to the left? I mean, this really depends. Does that Jupiter mean it's right in the same row as Saturn? Or does that mean it's a little bit to the left of Saturn? So it kind of looks like it means a little bit to the left, but it also could mean it's on the same row. What do you guys think? I'm going to start off with on the same level. The Neptune should be to the left of it, and Pluto should be to the right of it. Just to confirm, that was Neptune, right? Yes, Neptune, Jupiter, Pluto. So Jupiter should be on the same level as Saturn. That's fine. Neptune, according to this, should be on the same level as Uranus. And Pluto, if we are to be believing our theory, should go there. I think we're about to get the same solution. We might have to switch things off one more position if this is the case. Neptune, Jupiter, Pluto. And then finally from Jupiter, Mercury should be to the left and Mars should be in the other direction. So Mercury should be off with Neptune and Mars should be off with Pluto. Pretty sure it's the answer I originally had, though. Do you want the puzzle to be solved? I'm gonna give up on this one. I'll just watch it like change drastically or minimally. That was nowhere close to even how I had it. A secret door. There's something inside. I was a quitter. But that was not even close to the alignment I had going on there. I wonder why that was. You guys have any theories? There's something inside. If it weren't for the fact that I had to be honest, the main reason I quit the puzzle was because I was getting frustrated because I knew I'd have to turn Pluto's position. I did not want to have to deal with that. So it goes off the screen for me. A secret door. There's something inside. A wooden knob. That's cool and everything, but I still kind of need a gun. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. BlackSoul. Let's poke around a bit more with this Code Veronica SQ song. Okay, what's inside this next room? Hopefully another zombie. I'll look around regardless. Oh, I was kind of kidding with that. I was kind of kidding. I need to find a weapon. They're very silent enemies. Wait. It's a blank key. That's a key, I guess. Blank keyness. Alright, where in here was locked where it needed a key? Let me go down and find out. I'm also thinking maybe I should return to the crank now that I obviously have the thing for it, and yeah. Now, this door was locked, right? I can't open it. Something's stuck in the lock. It's probably not the key I just obtained, right? Use? Can't use this object here. Got it. There's a note here, too. That's a squiggly diggly. Is that like a moon with anime eyes sticking its tongue out at the top right? Somebody was erased, though. That's cool. That's an October cabinet, so obviously I'm not going in there. An old mirror. I'm gonna go to the place with the crank first. Actually, you know what? The door that was locked could be this door right here. Right. It's locked. Well, guess what I got? If your answer is not a key, then... use. Okay, so that's not it. It could be for one of the various gates I came past when I was coming to this area, though. I'm gonna head back to the crank and see if I can find a weapon out here for one. The second thing which I'm gonna have to check up is see if any of these gates actually open. Should be fun. Just watch, there's now zombies out here. That's actually gonna happen. I'm not looking forward to it. Right, here's a path. Will this door open to my key? It's locked. But will my key work on it? Nope. What a useless key. Okay. It probably just goes to like a regular object though, not like a door. However though, even so, I'm gonna head to this crank over in this direction. Gotta crank that bass up, you know. You open? It's locked. Will open to my key. That's a negatory captain. My honest suspicion, if I may, is that this crank is hiding secrets from me. Devious, well-kept secrets. I also need to figure out if like our main character uses objects automatically or not. Let's put this in and find out. Crank. It's stuck. Do I use what I think I use on this and use the handle on it? Really? I honestly thought that was the solution. I guess that's not it. I've been overthinking this with too many Resident Evil games. Cranks usually use handles, is my logic. Maybe everything's used inside the house location I'm in. To be fair, I haven't explored 2 of the rooms yet because there's zombies in them. And I don't have a gun yet. But hey, nothing venture, nothing gain, as they say. So backwards we go. I'm thinking hard to myself, thinking where we might use these objects we picked up. Here's the house. Open sesame. I'm gonna start off the kitchen because I can see the zombie from the beginning. If I can avoid the zombie, then yeah. I probably need a crowbar. I don't think I can use it as a weapon like that, though. With my equip list, I have nothing. I have some gun ammo, apparently, but that's not good enough in this world. I swear there's also something sitting there. The toy looks like something's sitting there, but I can't pick it up. Nothing useful. Well, let's go inside this room and just avoid a zombie for now. Maybe I'm supposed to be defenseless at this point. The crank is probably for something. It's not like horror games that throw convoluted items in our direction and not actually do anything with them. Excuse me, zombie. Oh, hi. Bye. The problem is I don't know what direction the zombie's trying to attack me from. Oh, there's a back door thing back here. A fireplace. In a big old room. Wait, is that the gun I need? A small medical kit. And a zombie. Fuck, it's a dead end back here. Zombie, don't be too hard on me. Figuring out the game right now. It's not a gun, is it? Da 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 da. His AI and pathfinding actually isn't that bad for this game. I honestly expected a bit worse. No. Am I almost dead? No, I'm in yellow, which means caution in Resident Evil games. I'm going to assume that's the same case here. It's a fireplace. I don't say. I have nothing to fight this zombie with whatsoever. I'm magnificently slower than I was just a little bit ago, too. I'm trying to book it, zombie. I really am. Just have a little bit of patience with me. Zombie Sensei showed me a thing or two. Looking off here, though. Crank handle. I don't know. That doesn't seem like there's anything actually in there, but I don't have a really good chance to thoroughly check it out because I have no guns or weapons of any kind. I might die once before I figure this out fully. Upstairs we go. Now there's another room which has a zombie in it. Good old zombies. But what you gonna do except check it out? Still give it a good old shot here. That's the first door I tried. Let's try the second one. Now this one has a zombie that you can't see from the beginning, but there's definitely a zombie in here because he came marching at me. I wish I remembered from what direction. Go this way. Hi, zombie. You know, I do appreciate the fun times we all have, but I'd rather not. Ow. Oh. I shouldn't play this game on survival difficulty. Not bad game over music. Germbies. On account that I don't fully have this game understood, maybe survival isn't the best option to choose on difficulty. I forgot you can save your game any time. I wish I had saved earlier, actually. I'm gonna play on normal difficulty. Maybe they don't give you a gun on survival. I don't know. It seemed really bizarre they weren't giving me one, to be honest. Oh, but wait, we have to do this. Well, to be fair, we didn't see very many cutscenes, so it shouldn't take too long. Like, what, 2 cutscenes so far? One of them's like 5 seconds long. The other one is like a minute long. Or I guess this one's like more like 15 seconds long because you look at the nice wall paintings. The game just hands you bullets and expects the character to spit them out. It's obvious. Of course. There is a gun at the you know what would be really bad? You know, I just thought of? There's that gun on the table at the very beginning. What if I was supposed to pick up the gun and I never did? Oh dear. So there is a gun on the table at the very beginning and I never picked it up because the cutscene triggered. I can't even look at it. It's from my sister. I read this all earlier. And then this next cutscene triggers. Damn it, I'll go to Blackwood immediately. Oh, you can skip that cutscene. Surprisingly enough, I know. At that moment, somewhere in Blackwood. I usually play on hard, but I also think that since this game I don't fully understand yet, I'm like, I don't know what to do. There's probably a gun around somewhere though. That's usually a safe bet. But only usually. Even if not a gun, some form of weapon. It's really powerful, especially against living things. Ha-cha, kill. Is there a different path at the beginning, or am I looking at this wrong? Looks like there's a different path at the beginning I didn't try out last time. So I didn't realize there was another path. Or is this just a dead end, or... I don't know. It seems just to be a big old loop around area. I guess it's not really a new area per se, but there is definitely a little loop area that for some reason they'll let me loop around. Got a reason for that fancy ass camera angle? Is it just let me kind of see where I am, or between the trees? It's this way, it's the right way though. Handy. My thoughts is probably we're gonna have to go a little bit deeper before making judgments. Go. We'll pick up the graveyard map and then determine from there our floor strategy plan. Here's the gate. Let's take the map. Ta-da! It's a map. Mappy bomb. I don't think I start off with a gun this time either. What is with my character just not wanting to have a gun? I guess you're not supposed to have a gun at this point? It is the very beginning, so maybe the gun doesn't come till later. The appropriate option is to run up here, check the door, and go back inside the birdcage room again, pick up the crank, discover the thing under the carpet, and then we should be back caught up to where we are after we solve a planet puzzle. Via cheating. Go through here. Someone's asking what this game is about. No one here honestly knows. The story so far is I'm going to a forest to find my sister. That's the extent of what we know. It's a birdcage. We died though. Start all over. Handle. The handle obtained, what I assume is not the room where the gun's stored in, but I'm checking anyway. Now, if we can unveil the carpet, actually first let's grab this antidote, is what they call it. So there's nothing else here. This door is apparently locked. Cool. Here we have some of my favorite. Oh wait, there's also bullets outside. There's some favorite gun bullets. I should get the gun bullets outside while I'm thinking about it. Everyone's favorite gun. The gun. They're throwing bullets my way, so I almost feel like I'm supposed to have a gun at this point. Which is worrying, because I really don't. Alright, some more gun bullets back here. Let's take those. Nothing useful, though, despite the fact we just picked up gun bullets from the back there. Let's check out the main facility. I guess for now we should just avoid the zombies, but or maybe we just shouldn't enter the rooms with them right now. But what are we supposed to do after we solve the astronaut or this puzzle? Because there's like nothing else here. Yes, I want to remove the carpet. There's a trapdoor under the carpet. We need 4 knobs for it. You'd think you'd at least have like a melee weapon or something at this point, but nope. There's the scribbles. It's not easy to find anything in this game. I feel like I might have missed the handgun, or gun, I guess is what they would call it, because I'm getting gun ammo. I'm right now gonna have to take some time to think. Anything inside the corner? Now I'm aware there's a key over here. And of course there's one puzzle that we can solve right here. Stuff here. Medical kit and some gun ammo. I think the game gives you more supplies on normal difficulty. I'm noticing myself picking up more. Earth, Uranus, Venus, Saturn, Neptune, Jupiter, Pluto, Mercury, Mars. I didn't fully understand how this puzzle worked, if I'll be honest. Can't click Pluto. If I could click Pluto fairly, like if I can click it here, once I click it, I'll get moved into a position where I can't click it. If I could click Pluto, I'd try to solve it myself, but I don't want to keep on changing the screen just to solve this, so. Pluto needs to go over there. A secret door. There is something inside. A wooden knob. Portrait of a person on the left or right hand side. I wonder if there's any sort of importance? Probably not. That's what I was thinking, is that maybe the gun's laying around something weird outside. But then again, there's also a gun on the character's table, but I couldn't pick it up, so... But you think that they would take in the gun when entering this place? What do I know, right? I'm gonna make a save game right here. This is Cemetery Keeper's house. You know, this is pretty nice for a Cemetery Keeper's house. Typically in fictional works, they're depicted as really grim places. And I'm not saying this is like the nicest place of all time, but it's nicer than a lot of Gravekeeper houses I've seen in fiction. To be honest, I've never actually been in an actual Gravekeeper's house. I've had a lot of life experiences, but never inside a Gravekeeper's house. Well, that was a good look at the face there. Her face doesn't look terrible, it looks kind of derpy though. Let's take it. Doll-like. Alright, here there's a zombie, which we should be evasive of. I'm not. This is what the room we died in last time. Will there be anything of use besides zombie? Zombie, no! Don't do this to us. We're noobs. A wrought iron bed. Here we have. That totally looks like something. No, we don't need a view of your crotch, lady. An antidote. Hey, zombie. Push off. Oh, there's something here. I don't get it. FPXRP arrow agent FXNR. It looks like something from math, but I don't remember the full how it works. Hanging bullets. Old wardrobe. Out. I like the fixed camera angles. I do. I mean, I can also switch the... In fact, since I've looked at this house and this camera angle, let's look at what the game looked like if I was using the other camera angle for a little bit. For the sake of magic. Tracking. Changes. Also, no, they won't let me save my game. Maybe I have limited saves for some reason. Here's what the tracking camera angle's like, if you were curious about that. I go in the same room I was just in with a zombie, and this is what the tracking angle makes it look like. The zombies are really quiet, though. Maybe I'll see something I need to pick up in this camera angle that I couldn't see the normal one. Wait, there's a door here. It's probably closed, but hey, I'm gonna check it out. Back out we go. Let me check through here. I was gonna check downstairs in a second after do it like this. A zombie comes. Is this door open? Yes, it is. I didn't see it first. This is admittedly a pretty creepy room. However, I'm gonna switch back. I kind of like the... I mean, from the little bit that you guys can see, I think I like the cinematic camera more for playing the game, but it is good to serve at the environments if you need to observe something like that. But I think I prefer the game playing with these camera angles. You turn your flashlight on like that. There's a health item here at the very least. Take that. Nothing else special. There's a lot of birds there. A wire. Well, we're getting all of our puzzle items for the game. I did not mean to go through the door. The zombie's gonna be right next to me the moment I come through the door because I saw where he was before. I saw where he was before. He was standing right next to the door. Bye, lady. There's a zombie. Okay. I need to check that room out a little bit more, but hey, at least we obtained a wire, right? That counts for something, I think. Seems to be a puzzle in here, though. So let's observe the weird bird nest. A wooden sculpture. Birds on a tree. I guess that's what it is. Thanks for observing. Like an honest question to you guys right now. I need to ask you guys in the stream. This isn't for any particular reason. It's just out of my curiosity. Which one do you guys prefer for this particular game? Do you guys like these sort of cinematic camera angles of how everyone's sort of stationed like this? Do you think that works better for this game? Or do you guys prefer, for this particular, the tracking camera, which looks like this when you're looking around the environments?